What's up guys, Peavey here. Now I first got the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pro headphones around 3 months ago. There were some quality control issues, so I got a replacement for them around a week or two ago. Yeah, anyways, I think that I've had these headphones long enough to share my thoughts and opinions on them. So without any further ado, let's get into the review. And if you guys do go on to enjoy this video, feel free to drop a like and check out my other socials in the description down below. Now for the price of these headphones, they'll run you around $150 if you want to pick them up. For this video, I also chose the 250 ohm version of these headphones. There's also an 80 ohm version of these headphones. The difference between the two is that the 250 ohm version requires more power to drive than the 80 ohm version. So there might be more of a need for an audio interface or an amp, which I'll get onto later in this video. When you get the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pro headphones, you'll be greeted with a carrying bag, a 3.5mm to 1/4 inch adapter, some manuals and cards, and finally the headphones themselves. The carrying bag can be useful if you want to take your headphones along with you. The 3.5mm to 1/4 inch adapter is very useful because this will allow you to use these headphones with an audio interface or amp, which like I said, I'm going to be getting into. And also, before I do, I definitely recommend you use an audio interface or amp with these headphones to get the best sound quality out of them. You also get some manuals and cards, which can be very helpful. Finally, you get the headphones themselves. Now, like I was saying before, if you want to get the most out of the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros, you're going to want to get an audio interface or an amp. The audio interface that I use is the Audient Evo 4, and it'll run you around $130. Now, I also use this audio interface with my XLR microphone, the Rode Pod mic, and that's what I use to drive that microphone. You can also look into an amp that's solely made to drive headphones that need more power or to get the best quality out of your headphones. Personally, I think that if you can, you should pick up an audio interface, since if you want to upgrade to an XLR microphone in the future, you'll also have room for that down the line. Again, I guess that's another topic, but it would help. But if you're on more of a budget, you can usually find amps that are cheaper, around less than $100. But if you want to get an audio interface, it'll probably run you around $100 and more. I will also leave the link to my audio interface, the Audient Evo 4, down in the description below, because I highly recommend this audio interface, especially like I said, if you plan on upgrading to an XLR microphone in the future. And the audio quality for both my headphones and my microphone is amazing. So yeah, now let's talk about the design of these headphones. Now these headphones are open back headphones. This just means that there's nothing blocking the sound from the things around you. Whereas with closed back headphones, which a lot of headphones actually are, there is something blocking the sound from the outside around you. This makes closed back headphones sound a little more isolated, since they usually tend to block out a lot of sound, so you can't hear much around you. Whereas open back headphones actually let that sound in, and in my opinion, they feel a lot more open and natural. This is actually one of the main reasons that I went for these headphones, since I highly prefer the open and natural sound that I get from the open back design of these headphones. It also helps, especially when I'm talking, say when I'm creating a video or even while I'm streaming, because in my opinion it feels more natural, since I'm able to hear myself a lot better. Whereas if I was using a pair of closed back headphones, I'd feel a lot more isolated, hence feeling less natural when I'm talking, at least for me. Now there can be, I guess, one con with open back headphones, and that con could be if you have a lot of background noise around you, say you're streaming or creating a YouTube video and you don't want many distractions. Open back headphones do tend to leak in noise, but for me personally, that's not really a problem, since I record in my room, it's isolated, and there's not much noise in the background to distract me. I might also mention that these headphones might not be suited for you if you want to take them with you or to public places, since that when you're in public, if you're listening with these headphones, a lot of people will probably be able to hear what you're listening to, since obviously they are open back headphones and sound does leak. But that's not a problem for me since I strictly got these headphones for content creation, so I'm not really planning on taking them to public places anyways. I actually have a different set of headphones for that. Anyways, I personally think the open back design of these headphones are great and they work very well for me. Now these are considered studio headphones, and when you compare them to other considered gaming headphones, especially in its price range, they have a lot more bass and a lot more kind of like altering in the sound. Now the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros were meant to be used in a studio environment, so there isn't as much altering of the sound. It's more crisp and clear, especially since that's useful when you're in a studio, being able to hear things exactly how they are. And although these are studio headphones, they work very well, especially for streaming, even listening to music, gaming, and editing. The fact that the sound isn't altered or changed as much can help a lot in even gaming, for example, allowing you to hear sounds with more detail. It can also give you a different taste of how music sounds, and honestly, I really do enjoy listening to music with these headphones as well. I just like the crisp, clear, natural, and unaltered or changed sound I get from these headphones. Whether I'm listening to music, gaming, streaming, or even editing, these are just great. And yeah, when compared to most gaming headphones, especially gaming headphones that I've had in the past, I actually prefer the sound of these, since I think that the altered and changed sound of some of the gaming headphones that I've had in the past was way too altered, and they usually had a lot of bass, which after a long time could start actually hurting my ears. But the natural, clear, and crisp sound of these headphones doesn't bother me, and I can use these headphones for a long time. Now finally, I want to talk about the comfortability of these headphones. Now these headphones are very comfortable. They have a nice plush leather headband, nice plush ear cups that feel very soft and almost fuzzy to the touch. They feel very light, and honestly, it almost feels like I'm wearing nothing when I'm using them. I could wear these headphones all day without any sort of soreness or fatigue, unlike some of my other headphones in the past, especially gaming headphones that I used in the past, which felt very tight, and even after a couple hours of use, they got very uncomfortable to wear. But that is obviously not the case with these headphones, and you can just tell that these headphones were made for comfort. They also have a coiled cable, and this means you won't have to do much cable management with these headphones, which is great since I can just plug them in and I don't have to worry about a cord getting in the way. Now some might prefer a straight cable, and they do actually make a version of the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros with the straight version cable. The coiled cable can be a little tight if you're moving around with it, but overall for the most part I found it to be okay. I guess at the end of the day it's just preference, but I'll also leave a link to a straight cabled version of the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros in the description below. Anyways, overall I think that the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros are amazing headphones, and they are probably some of the best headphones that you can buy for $150. And I will leave the link to where I got them from if you guys want to pick them out for yourself. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, feel free to drop a like and a sub if you haven't already. Also, I do stream on Twitch, so feel free to follow me there along with my other socials in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.